So how do you make a workout plan? You've seen all sorts over social media telling you the most optimal plan for you, whether that be 3, 4, maybe even 5 sessions per week. How do you then even compile those workouts? Full body, upper, lower, push, pull, legs. It's a lot for you to really understand when you're just starting out what is going to be best for you. Now, the difficult thing is that it really does matter on your own circumstances, your training age, i.e. how long you've been training for, and also whether you have any particular injuries or you've had conditions in the past that's going to affect your performance, upper, lower, just in general. How much cardio do you do? How much time do you have? There's a lot of factors to really put into consideration when designing a workout plan that's going to be most effective for you. So if you're just getting started out in the gym, why would you start with 5 days per week when you don't know if you're going to be able to keep up that consistency? If you start with 2, you can start forming that good habit. Getting consistent with going on a particular 2 days, try and make it as routine as possible, and that's going to lead to you being able to consistently do it. Once those 2 are established, maybe for a few weeks, even a month, you can add a 3rd one in. And you see how that cycle keeps continuing. If you're just jumping straight into 5 days per week without any real test of if you can keep it up, you're ultimately going to lead to weeks where you can't make it 1 or 2 days, or maybe 1 week you have completely off and you feel like you need to catch up 5 sessions. It's just very unrealistic expectations that's going to lead to disappointment. You start nailing 2 sessions per week and thinking, well, I've got plenty more ready to give. Then you add a 3rd in, then you add a 4th, and you're building it up steadily and you're going to make better progress. Plus, your body needs time to recover. If you're going and hammering it 5 days a week when it's not used to any form of activity, it's going to take a long time to recover. The soreness will increase and the chances of you injuring yourself just escalate massively. I'm not going to dwell on push-pull legs, upper, lower, or single body part workouts, such as an arm day, a shoulder day, or a leg day. I'm going to show you what should really be included in an individual workout. Because if you can stick to 5, 6 days training per week, then yeah, you're probably going to get more optimal results by training each individual body part on those days. But again, we draw back to that unrealistic expectation of you managing that 5 to 6 days training per week. If you're not, you're already then missing a complete body part for that whole week. So you'd have been better off training full body. Now again, this is going to be an area where people will have all sorts of questions to come back with and tell you that you need to incorporate this, you need to incorporate that. But ultimately, you have to make decisions on removing certain exercises. Because again, you're not able to create the most optimal plan. Time restrictions are in place, physical restrictions are in place, so you need to make the best of your situation. As long as you are covering every aspect of your body over the course of a training week, you're going to get results. If you're spending 45 minutes just to hit every single part of your chest or 3 bicep exercises, that doesn't leave a lot to cover your legs, your back, your core, your shoulders, anything else. So what we want to do is just do 1 exercise per body part. And again, you can add more in if you have time over the rest of the week. And one other thing to consider when you're building your first workout plan is you don't want to make it too difficult or you're not going to understand it, because if you've not had a full induction, you don't know how to perform certain exercises, there would be no point in you setting up every single exercise as free weighted. Here's just 4 body parts that could be included in your first full body workout. A chest exercise, a shoulder exercise, a leg exercise, and a back exercise. What that is dependent on the gym you go to, whether it be at home even, because your equipment is going to be limited. Now here's an example of what a second full body workout could be. And you notice there's a few different changes. So 2 different leg exercises, because this one at full body 1 was predominantly upper body. And what you've got to consider as well is how far you're splitting these workouts apart. So are you giving your body ample chance to recover? An important aspect of creating a workout plan is the order that you do those exercises in. So you, for example, look at full body number 2. If we decided that we was going to do core or arms work before, you go and really tire out your arms by doing bicep curls, tricep extensions, whatever exercise you want to do. You're then going to struggle with doing any significant intensity into a back movement, because the predominant muscles, let's say for example a lat pull down, if your arms are tired, you're not going to be able to pull that weight very far to really engage the lats. Likewise, if you go and absolutely hammer your core and just do lots of sit-ups or even do too much cardio in your warm-up, you're going to start being fatigued way too early in your session. You're not then going to be able to give your most in your quads, your back, or your hamstring glute exercises. Now, once again, this is not me telling you to just copy this exact plan and you're going to make fantastic results so you can then come back a month later and tell me that it didn't work. You need to find what works for in your gym. Again, if you're at home. Now, when it comes to sets and reps for each of these exercises, if you're trying to do it by yourself with very little support or accountability, you're going to want to keep it quite generic to begin with. It's all well and good me telling you you need to set up a progression overload plan. This is all brand new to you. There is no point me confusing it further for yourself by telling you you need to increase it very periodically or telling you what periodization is. That doesn't help you. Keep it fairly simple, and when you're feeling like that weight that you did 2 weeks ago is actually moving a bit easier now, add a little bit more, add a couple more reps, add another set in. Once you then start gaining that confidence that the gym's actually okay and I'm doing all right in here, you can start looking at learning some new things, checking out some of my other YouTube videos where I talk about progressive overload and what it actually is. But right now, you're just starting out. Make sure that you're working your full body over the course of the week. And yes, for you females, you do have to work your upper body. And for you males, you do have to work your lower body. This is just a rough guide. You're going to need more information for you to really make serious progress in the gym. And that is what I'm here for. That's what my content on other social media platforms is there for, to really give you that knowledge that you need. But ultimately, the quickest way you're going to make progress is by having a coach, taking away all of this thinking for you. So if that's something, then check it out, drop me a message and we can talk about it. Start with this and add more. You can then add a third full body workout. You can then go into the push, pull, leg split. You could just keep it upper and lower body splitting. Whatever works best for you. You are the only person that knows your body and your circumstances. You can tell people, you could tell me that, and I could then help you. But without that information prior, I can't tell you what's best. I can just tell you how to get started. And this is how to get started. If you found this video useful, then please like, share, subscribe to the channel because there's going to be plenty more that comes out over this. And do you know what the beauty of this is? How to get started. It's not perfect, like this video, not perfect, but I'm just getting started with it. It's going to improve. I'm going to make different changes, probably keep it a bit shorter, hopefully. And that is the only way to make improvements is to just get started and learn. Want to keep learning? Then make sure to subscribe.